Why do swimming pools leak? Like, what's the deal here? Why doesn't somebody just build a good one that doesn't leak, and I'll buy one of those? And I'll buy one too. The thing is about it is it's hard to make a vessel this large to be waterproof. In fact, it's hard to make a vessel of any size to be waterproof. If you start adding things like pipe penetrations to this waterproof vessel, that technical complexity to waterproof that goes up tenfold. And further to that, think about what swimming pools are generally comprised of. Like concrete is one of the most common materials that you'd build swimming pools from. Concrete itself is a porous substance. If you take a glass of water and pour it on the sidewalk in front of your home, what happens to the water? It just gets absorbed by the concrete. So concrete is in of itself a porous substance such that it doesn't leak, but it actively leaches water. And so that's one subject right there. Like concrete pools leach water without a waterproofing system in place to stop that from happening. Every pool, whether concrete or otherwise, has these pipe penetrations for your return orifices and the skimmer and all this different stuff. And any place that you have a pipe penetration or a connection with a flange and gasket, this is going to be a high likelihood area for a leak in a swimming pool. Well, why would that be? Why don't we just connect on properly? Well, I mean, hopefully we do connect on properly, but here's the thing. The swimming pool is dug into the earth, into the ground in your backyard, and it doesn't really move in the same way that the rest of your backyard moves with things like erosion, with things like frost heave, things like expansion and contraction forces. It's different because it's got like vertical walls. It's deep into the ground. It's different. Like the horizontal pool deck will expand and contract and like way more than you would think, like up to like 100 linear feet of concrete exposed to 100-degree Fahrenheit temperature differential will increase in size by about 5/8 of an inch. That is a ton. That is way more movement than you think that concrete would have, but it has. But the pool can't move in the ground. So if you get this horizontal expansion force and it's pressing right against the pool, you would get something called deck shear, where the concrete pool walls would shatter and with horizontal cracks running down the walls because the pool can't respond to the ground movement in the same way that the deck can move horizontally with these expansion and contraction forces. So you've got the pool and then you've got the rest of the yard, and the two kind of move independently from each other. And therein lies a lot of the problems, is you've got these plumbing lines that are within the ground that is in theory moving independently from this rigid structure, and then you've got to connect to it in such a way that it guarantees a leak-free seal. And of course, any leak or any deficiency of any kind is very likely to just continue to get worse and worse and worse. And whatever's leaking is going to start leaking more and more and more. And you're going to start to wash away, substrate and undermine support structures, and steel and rebar will begin to corrode, rust. That's how pool leaks happen. That's how they work. And it's just a function of it's a complicated technical process to build a swimming pool, and it is very easy to introduce a leak. Any small leak will become a big leak given enough time. So you can see how this is kind of like a gutter lane effect that just ends in pools leaking. Like basically, if you do anything wrong, it's going to end up leaking. I always say that swimming pools must be the origin of the term doesn't hold water, because basically if you do any one thing wrong, use the wrong material, use the deficient thing, your technical process wasn't on point, you're going to end up with a leak. That leak is going to end up getting worse, and it's going to end up causing a bunch of downstream problems, which are very likely to be expensive. Such is the nature of swimming pools and swimming pool leaks, and despite being as careful as possible, these things can and do happen. So just because you have a leak doesn't mean your pool guy was a jerk or he didn't know what he was doing. This is a technically complex subject, and it's very unforgiving. It's very hard to make a leak-proof structure, even harder to make that 35,000 gallons in size. If you found this information helpful, please be sure to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And you can check out my website, swimmingpoolsteve.com.